Hello everybody and welcome back to the Bus Videos YouTube channel. I'm Bus Videos, otherwise known as More Central, depending on what day of the week and what video you're watching. And welcome back to Bowdenham, whatever you call it, version 5. We're continuing our mini-series of covering most of the routes on this map with the idea that we're then going to update it back to its original routes, operator, stuff like that. So we're doing them all in the London-Kent based era. One by one at the moment, and we still have a fair few of these to cover. People are still enjoying watching the videos. You're still sort of viewing them and what have. If you would like a change or there's any other suggestions you've got, do always let me know in the comments. But for now, we've got the absolutely, truly tremendous Volvo B5LH Gemini 3 in front of us, part of the Master Switch Studios pack. I absolutely love this bus. For those of you who remember when it first launched, I absolutely floored it around London. And now I've got the blinds working, I intend to floor it around the 402 service. Now the 402 runs from here, that is Apsley Station, and runs up to Wootton High Road. That's what we are covering in this video. So that is once the blinds sort themselves out. There we go, the 402 to Wootton High Road. Don't know why that is like a grey and that one's a white, but hey ho, we'll manage. We will manage. We will prevail as long as it works. That's what matters. And we've got iBus as well.
This bus terminates here. Please take all your belongings with you.
We don't have iBus for some reason. Okay, unless it's not loaded up for this. But let's actually get some bits done. I actually want to set this up because I don't usually set it up, so it will probably do me some good. There we go, it's all set up for once. So let's crack on. So it's not the loudest bus in the world, but I absolutely love this. It's basically the more modern variation of the B5LHs that you find like with First Bus Leeds, for example, and the ones that came from Oxford and the B network. It's basically like the Evo Seta variation, but unlike the Evo Seta that came with the London project, or just as it is now known as London, this is quite quick. The Evo Seta, the B5LH Evo Seta, is very, very, very slow. So that's why I tend to prefer this bus. So I thought I'd choose a quick bus because the route is supposed to take us about 40 odd minutes. So I thought, well, if we've got a quick bus, at least it's going to be 40 fun minutes. Oh, the announcements have started working. So between the previous video and this one, I have been away. I sort of did a bulk record so people wouldn't notice. So I've been away, so do bear in mind, although you lot have just seen the video on Thursday, for me it has been about near 2 weeks since I last drove on here. So just bear that in mind for the purposes of my driving. So the route itself, I don't know what that is. I just want the duty. There we go. Route itself runs through from Apsley Station, past the bus station, past St Catherine's Hospital, and then on to Wootton High Street, or High Road. I'm pretty certain it is just the High Street this terminates on. It's supposed to take us about 35-40 minutes, so we'll see how we do. We have left bang on time as well, for once. But I do very much have a soft spot for these. Very much have a soft spot for these. Now I have just had a look, and something quite interesting has been released on Bowdenham. They've redone the 68 to make it. They've basically extended the London map, added a few elements, and I believe included a Superloop service. So we will be covering that map at some point very soon. We seem to be going through quite a nice stage at the moment where there's just, I mean, a lot of London-esque ones, like, but there's a lot of maps releasing. I mean, there's still bits that I've got to cover. I mean, I've still got to cover the Pimco 24 service, for example. I still haven't driven that route.
Walton Avenue.
So I still want to give that a go, but there is also quite a lot of other stuff releasing at the moment, so I'm going to be kept busy for the next couple of months quite easily, because we do go through this. We have lull periods where we don't have anything releasing for quite a while, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we'll get an absolute ton of content releasing. So, and we're in that bit where a ton of content's releasing, so it's quite good. Life is good at the moment.
Apsley House.
Oh, come on, game. It's because I've loaded in. I loaded in at Apsley bus station, so it shouldn't be too bad, because if you find if you're loading at the main bus station to start off with, the game can usually cope, because it's quite used to actually loading in at the busy place. However, for some reason, I've loaded in there and then spawned the bus in at the station, and it's still a little bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, and sort of panicking a bit. As I say, I don't quite know why. There's the bus station down here, I believe. There's a little bit of a clunk then from the gearbox. I mean, these modern B5s are, as I say, absolutely tremendous. I've never had an issue with them. And they seem to be a lot more reliable and a lot smoother than the older variations of the hybrids. A lot smoother, because the older ones tend to be a lot more clunky. They're interesting vehicles. Oh, that's a central reservation. Come on, don't lag on me. Don't lag on me, otherwise that happens. I don't want that to happen. So please don't lag. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Doesn't seem to be enjoying that. I do need to get the London MMC enhancement pack sorted. I do very much need to get that sorted. It is such a tremendous bus. I mean, I would have this as like one of the main AI vehicles and swap out some C400s. However, the problem is this has that much detail on it, and Bowdenham is that much of a big map with lots of detail. The two things would probably have a little bit of a falling out even on my computer, so I thought we'd better not. even though it is
Town Hall.
tempting. The exact same reason I don't have these as AI vehicles on London, because it would just, you won't be able to play it, because every time it saw one of these it just freeze and then it'd use all the textures up. Oh, I've got a door fault. There we go. My door got stuck. Wasn't expecting that.
Five Points Corner.
I still love the one-way system round the centre. Still such a big fan of it.
Q Lane.
I'm still pretty certain that the announcements on here are like the original ones. Very much the original announcement. That does mean that they're slightly different to iBus, but still, it still has the same effect. That's what we want. I still remember going to London for the first time in years, sort of at the back end of the pandemic, and went on Flixbus. That was the Flixbus video. Well, one of them, there is another Flixbus video releasing very soon, sort of a revisiting one. So do keep an eye out for that. All positive, very, very positive. Well, when we went, remember going over one of the bridges over the Thames, and there were some B5s that were running late, and I remember seeing one of them over this bridge. I've got the photograph somewhere of the driver absolutely slamming the bus on with passengers on. I mean, the vehicle was like, it was dipped forward, like it were an animal drinking out of a pond. It was really like the whole front end was pretty much hitting the ground. There was that much of a tilt on it. And that's sort of when I started to have a soft spot for these. After witnessing that, I had a soft spot for these then. And then when it released as a vehicle, I thought, oh, it's just brilliant. And they are. Absolutely tremendous vehicle. What time would you at Frederick Street? 37. It is 34. So we are actually only a couple of minutes early. We're doing okay. I couldn't initially get the blinds working for this. It was quite a weird one because the blind set, it turns out, was there because I've slightly updated it now, so it works. That's why the lettering on there is a little bit different, and a different shade on the front. But I couldn't initially get it working. It turns out that I think the blind files were included, but there was no HOF moved over. So you assume because there was no HOF file, and that the blinds hadn't been added. So I didn't want to add a HOF file. Then I installed this blind pack, and I was like, well, that's a bit odd. It's still not included a HOF file. So I thought, tell you what, we'll transfer it in the hope that it's the blinds are actually there and it's just the HOF you need, and it turns out it is. I've just never known it that way before, where the Anzine roller blind files are installed and transferred over, but they don't actually provision you
Bramley Halls.
they don't actually provision you a HOF file with it. So it just really confused me. Oh, come on, boss. Yeah, we're absolutely gunning this. Can just hear it. It's a flawed B5, is this? Absolutely flawed. They were green. To be fair, I only went through them on amber. It's okay.
Villa allotments.
Arguably a bit over the speed limit, but we live. And there we go, St. Catherine's Hospital.
St. Catherine's Hospital, main entrance.
And that'll either be a 402 or a 408. Hey, it's not 2. Say that it can't be a 408. It couldn't have been a 408 because the 408 I don't think comes out of this exit. Oh, do a U-turn.
London Cottages.
The bus decided then for a brief second that it was going to go into the railings, or it thought it was going to go into the railings before a very quick save. The steering was like, oh dear, hang on, I've slightly overcooked this. It is a tremendous bus. It arguably suits Adam London better because of the speed limiter on it. I mean, because we have these longer sections of straight road, it doesn't feel as home on sort of these routes on here. However,
Hamlet Farm.
However, it still seems nice enough, and I mean the stop-start routes seem to be the bread and butter for this. Where's the sunlight? Where's the sunlight? Do we have any sunlight? Where's the sun? I've lost the sun. There it is. Behind us. Okay, excellent. That's just what we want. It's looking for the starting of screenshot opportunities now. 11:46. At what time we're on now, but it's what I'm due at the next bus stop for. No, I need to go on more of these B5s in London. I really do. Most people will be like, "You're bonkers. That's a bonkers thing to say." But at the end of the day, I do appreciate other vehicle types, not just the more conventional. And hopefully, you lot who watch the other videos on the Bus Videos channel, my big archive, you'll also enjoy the more obscure stuff. I mean, I look at the ratings for the videos, and it's definitely the more random bus types that other people probably don't pay much attention to that seem to be very popular. Really popular. So that's why I like doing the more obscure, more random stuff like that, because it always seems to go down well. Some moots go down there.
Bowdenham shops.
No, keep going. Hey, we're on Bowdenham map, approaching Bowdenham. Right, okay. How exciting. Still can't believe it, actually the doors decided to malfunction. I've never ever known that on this bus. On this bus before, I want it door shut and the other one was just like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good, I'm gonna stay open. Problem is, in real life, you'd have to be careful with something like that, because if you started touching it, it'd end up slamming all on you. It'd slam on you and then the potential of the glass to break as well if it slams on with such brutal force. Yeah, how far away from the main stop people stand does bug me. I'd rather have the AI buses stopping a little bit further in front of the bus stop bay, and the people waiting in the correct place, personally.
Chiseltown Manor.
Chiseltown. They're chiseling away at something. Ba-dum-bum-ch. And Mobus Videos puns. That's a new one. Can we get a relatively decent-ish? To be fair, that's not. Apart from the fact that there is a massive tree in the way, that's a bit better. And the fact that I am leaning over for the sake of the screenshot. There we go, let's try that. Trees, too many trees, okay. We've got something that resembles a thumbnail. Chiselton Manor.
In Goldsthorpe Pond.
You what? The announcement did, the AI voice did not like that place. Goodness me. I'm pretty certain it skipped out a couple of major vowels. There is also now a London spec solo. Someone's done some editing and added an iBus to an Optare solo. So I will probably be using that at some point soon to have a little drive in. As I say, I still need to get the 200 enhancement packs downloaded, as there's quite a lot of them being made at the moment. They look quite good. We're back to the Bowdenham freezing moments. There we go. No matter how major your PC is, you always get Bowdenham freezers.
Swansea Drive.
What's also quite nice with this from the point of view for just absolutely flooring it is you can just put the accelerator down and it just jumps through the gears. The Evo setter, you do have to do the realistic clunk taking coming off the accelerator, going back on it to get to change into gears. It is cool, it is realistic like, but I do much prefer the more modern, smoother variation, where it sort of all does it itself, like this. Winterbourne.
Winterbourne Shops.
Schools do not stop here. Okay, well, I'm not on a school, so we'll stop here. Do need to do a couple of the Bowdenham school runs again. We haven't done them in a while. Have to get some banger buses out of the archives. Have a drive of them. That might be fun for some ex-Hong Kong Olympians, I think. Take some ex-Hong Kong Olympians on the school runs. That might be pretty cool. It's been a while since I've done a Bowdenham school run. It's been a long while. These are interesting roundabouts. Rather interesting roundabouts for them, although to be fair I understand because it's like double roundabout on dual carriageway. So I entirely understand the layout of it, just took me slightly by surprise.
Wootton Road.
There we go, what an Asda. How early are we? Let's have a look. It's an Asda, 58 with you here. It's 46, oops. We'll keep going though, we'll keep going. As long as we don't catch the bus up in front.
Asda Superstore. Wootton Road.
Oh, Stagecoach Depot, very exciting, with a load of Scania Esteems in there. Already LE200 Esteems actually, they were short length ones. It does remind me, to be fair, of an experience that I had when I first trekked over to Dublin, sort of stay over for New Year's. We got the Leap card for the week to travel on the buses. We got it to travel on the buses. Now we went all over the place, absolutely all over the place. And we went on one of the orbital services run by Go Ahead, and I think it was one of my first experiences with Go Ahead Ireland. And I remember sitting on the bus and the driver absolutely floored it. We jumped on just outside of the airport and caught it round to another one of the sort of suburban train stations. And he drove that quick, not acknowledging timing points, that he actually caught the bus up in front. The bus in front was bang on time. It was bang on time was the bus in front. And he managed to floor it that much that he caught the vehicle in front up. And that I thought was absolutely amazing. It was a tremendous run. Again, on one of these types of buses, these B5LHs, absolutely love them over there. Love them in Dublin. And he floored it that much that it just caught up the vehicle in front. It was brilliant, although they were B5TLs, not LHs. Still, absolutely phenomenal run it was. Hey! Oh, it's a stand. There we go. And let's get it pulled in. Yeah, we were quite early, only 11 minutes early in.
This bus terminates here. Please take all your belongings with you.
So there we go. So that was the 402 service, done arguably in record time. I thoroughly enjoyed that run. I think the stops were quite quiet because there was a vehicle in front of us. Goodness knows where that's gone now, but there was a vehicle in front of us. Very lovely, lovely run, lovely vehicle. As I say, very, very nice overall. For now, I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, then do be sure to click that like button so that more people can find it and enjoy like you have. And if you haven't already, do be sure to subscribe to the Boss Videos YouTube channel for more content like this from the simulation section with videos from OMSI 2 up to twice a week, as well as an archive of over 6,000 backseated engine-focused public transport videos from the UK and beyond. And with buses, trams, trains and more, there's something on there for everyone, with an additional 21 of those videos added every week. That means there's 23 videos a week on the Bus Videos channel. Once again, I would like to thank you all for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye for now. Bye.